Hey gang, today we'll be doing some what I call a lunging cat-cow. It's a very yoga-based warm-up, very good mobility. So what that's going to look like, you'll be in a lunge position, back knee down, you inhale up, exhale, straighten that leg out. From the side, that's going to look like so let's break that down a little bit. This is going to be a really good glute ham warm-up, something that you can hit for deadlifting, squatting, anything that's just in that big bristly area, just to warm it up. Even if you're just sitting for a while, this is something that's awesome. It warms the spine up because you're taking that through flexion and extension, and it's gonna you'll get a good hamstring stretch out of it as well. So the basic positioning is a lunge. So in yoga, we want to make sure, so we have this low lunge position down here. As you'll notice, my legs are positioned such that they're on train tracks. They're not in a straight line. You want to make sure you have a little bit of wiggle room here. From the side, that's going to look like this. You'll notice that my knee is stacked over the ankle. It's not super jacked forward. And once I am in this position, I'll let my back knee go down on the ground, untuck that toe. This is the basic position. From the front, that looks like this. And a lot of people will have, in yoga, you have the low lunge position. You'll want the right hand, that hand on the inside of that knee, and I want that knee pushing out. So this is the basic position. I'm gonna look up at the sky. Inhale, I wanna get my chin up away from the ground, as far away from the ground as I can, while getting my hips as low to the ground as I can. From the side, that's gonna look like. And when I'm in this position, I want to make sure that I'm still pressing my heel into the ground, keeping my glute hamstring nice and active, and I want to push that knee out. I don't want to let it cave in. And so that this is the inhale, this is the cow, and this is the cat. When I go into the cat position, I still have contact with the ground, but I extend that knee. So I'm more or less that this back leg is pretty vertical. And you can either have the foot still pressing into the ground, or you can have a nice strong yoga foot, but you should still feel it in your hips. You want to make sure, especially as you go from this position to the extended position, you want to make sure that extended leg, that hip pulls back. It's very easy to let it, so that your hips do some weird stuff. You want to keep your hips as square as possible, as even with your shoulders, and as even to the ground as possible. Don't let yourself do anything weird, and you're going to let your chin go to your chest. Blow all that air out. So hips as low to the ground as you can, chin as far away from the ground as you can. Exhale, curl it in, put a nice little round back in that spine. So you're taking that spine through full flexion and extension, while still lighting that hamstring up back through here. You want to link that movement with your breath, and you want to go through at least 10 full rotations of the inhale, exhale on each leg. And when you switch legs, and just notice any difference between the two, still inhaling up, make sure the hips are low, chest is high, and blowing it out. Still pressing the heel through, and in this position, remember, you can have that heel, the toes up or still grounded. It's going to be a good one. It's great for anytime you're going to do any sort of whole body exercise with the deadlifts, squats, as I said earlier. Good general warm-up. Enjoy.